guys, Dr. Robinson, and today I'm going to tell you about, almost everybody in the field knows about our incredible American Printing House for the Blind. Oh my gosh, we love, love, love that company. Anyway, I am in their tactile graphic image library right now. Just do a search for tactile graphic image library. You pull it right up, pull up the URL right away. I'll post this in the information down below this video also. And it's going to give you a lot of information about how to search, but I am actually just going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom where you have a button and a link that says search the library. You can use your mouse to click on it, or you can use your screen reader. You have a search box, so you can easily type in exactly what you want, or you can tab through all your options. Of course, that's under your Insert F5 also to quickly access that. I'm just going to use my mouse. I'm going to click on animals, and I'm going to go ahead and click on birds. Now, can you download this and do it? Yeah, you can do it the long way, but let me show you the short way. So I'm just going to click on the bald eagle's head here, and I'm going to show you a really, really, really cool trick. So I'm actually going to do an Control-Shift-S, and I am just going to copy this. And I'm actually going to go over to Word, and I'm going to paste it. Let me move that into view, and voila! Don't we just love that? So I'm just showing you the fast way. I am going to tell you, you want to go to your layout and you want to go to map margins if you want it a little bit bigger. Just remember, it depends on the size of the fingers that are going on. If this is like a 5-year-old, maybe not so big, but you want it big enough where they can actually feel the detail of the head. So I always choose narrow and then adjust this, okay? And then all I have to do is Control P. And of course, my APH Pix Blaster, that's a Columbia embosser from View Plus Technologies. What's nice about that is Tiger's software is fully accessible to all screen reader users, which is really great. Just hit print, and of course, this embosses out identically to this. And of course, you always want the names and the arrows of what it's going to and actually what this is. So hit escape. So that's how cool that is. Let's go ahead and do another one. Yeah, I could go ahead and progress right here. Ooh, I love that one. Well, that's just really, really cool. So I could make it larger like this. Once again, I'm going to just do Windows Shift S. You can go ahead and tab through if you've never done your Windows Shift S. Let's just go over that. You can tab through, okay, to your rectangle. Is spacebar open? So if you're a screen reader user, just go down to full screen and hit enter, and you can do the same thing, okay? Escape. I'll tap back to Word. I'm just going to go ahead and Control A. And you have to save it, so I'm just literally going to use Eagle Braille here. I'm going to paste that in. I'm happy with that title. That does not bother me. But I don't have to put it through Tiger because the Braille is already here. Once again, that should be pretty well adjusted because I've already changed my margins and everything. Yeah, it looks good. So at that point, all I have to do is Control P. And of course, you can visually see exactly how that's going to emboss out. And beautiful. I am going to tell you, I have put this through Tiger Designer. Both do just as good of a job at that. So if I go over to Tiger, you can see I was playing around with that. Sometimes the Braille doesn't come out as well. But so let me show you how easy this is. You can actually just, oops, sorry, I have to go to the Braille and type on that. And then you're just going to type in bald eagle. Sometimes you do have to erase that before you do that, but see how clear that Braille is. So that's what you are going to have to redo if you do it through Tiger Designer. The Braille does not come out as crisp and clean, but once you retype it, and then, of course, you can determine the Braille height on that. And retyping's pretty easy. So you have options in this. And, of course, you can pick all your pixels and make it darker and whatnot. So you have a couple options right there. I always have labels because what people don't understand, it's really challenging for sighted people, is if you've never felt something, you have to remember, blind kids pretty much have never felt a bird. So you need to have labels so they actually understand all the details on there. Anyway, this is really just an absolutely, absolutely incredible library of anything and everything you actually need. There's a longer way to do it, of course, on all of this. There always is. Actions, download, share, whatever you want. But I always just go straight to the library. I type in exactly what I want and I find it, and you can see just beautiful, beautiful. Maybe you want a cow. How about cow? COW. And we'll type in a cow. We'll see what kind of beautiful cows they pulled up. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, part of the food chain. We like that. Yep. So some people like to look at them. Some people like to eat them. Anyway, that is just a really quick, cool way to get these graphics if you don't know about it. APH, American Printing House for the Blind. Can't say enough great things about that company. Phenomenal, phenomenal. And that is how you find any graphic you need, quickly get it embossed off for your screen reader user, your blind student, and life gets good really fast. And of course, you can find math graphs, anything. Just a side note, and I've got another video on this. If they need math graphs, use Decimalist Graphing Calculator. Totally accessible, really easy. And that's for all things math. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.